to part 4, where we discuss the summary and implications of the cosmological argument. In summary, the cosmological argument shows that the universe has a beginning and therefore needs a cause, which we are calling X. We know that X is uncaused, has no beginning, immaterial, supernatural, very powerful, willful, alive, sovereign, and intelligent. These are the attributes traditionally given to a deity. Now we know that X is actually a deity, so we will refer to it as such. So here is our completed diagram, with the conclusion being that a deity caused the universe to exist. So what are the implications of this conclusion? There are 2 things that the viewer can do, actually 3 things. The first is to deny that the universe had a beginning. That would exempt them from the rest of the argument. However, it would be going against the scientific and philosophical evidence presented earlier. The second option is to accept that the universe had a beginning, but deny its causality. As discussed earlier, the very rationale that this person would use to deny causality actually uses causality to function. So option 2 is literally impossible. If the universe has a beginning, then it needs a cause whose attributes match those of a deity. So the only reasonable option is the third one, which is to accept that a deity caused the universe. Here is what the viewer cannot do. They cannot accept that the universe has a beginning and deny the existence of a deity. We see people try to do this when they believe in the Big Bang and thus affirm that the universe had a beginning. And then these same people say that there is no deity. If the universe has a beginning, then it needs a cause whose attributes are those of a deity. The viewer also cannot say that the universe has a cause whose attributes do not match those of a deity. This is actually quite popular in today's culture, where the cause of the universe is referred to as a quantum instability, or a singularity, or even a God particle. It doesn't matter what the cause of the universe is called, its attributes must be those of a deity. Merely changing its name from Jehovah or Allah or Yahweh or the Great Spirit to quantum instability or singularity does not change the fact that a deity needs to exist. So we have the cause of the universe narrowed down to a deity. There are thousands of potential deities. So to make this selection process easier, see my other videos called The Source of Absolute Moral Values on YouTube. It's a 4-part series lasting 24 minutes. Lastly, I realize that you may not agree with my conclusion. If that is the case, then I challenge you to poke a hole in my argument. If you can do so, then good for you, because the argument is no longer relevant. But if you can't, then part of being intellectually honest is to accept what we know to be true. That's everything, and thank you for listening.